Welcome to week one. This week we're talking about our cooking oils and our salt that we are seasoning our food with and cooking with. This week our goal is to look in our cupboards and find what oils we're cooking with and what fats we're cooking with, and just check whether they're on the good list or the not so good list, and whether we need to throw them away and replace them, or whether we're doing a good job with what we're using at the moment. Again, with the salt as well, whether that's on the list of the good list or not. So this week it's all about just going through and seeing what you've got and then throwing them out if need be. Vegetable oils are on the list of wanting to throw out. We don't want to be cooking with vegetable oils at all, and we don't even want them in our house. So things like sunflower oil, soybean oil, rapeseed oil, just vegetable oil on the label, corn oil, canola oil, things like that we want to throw away. They're not even worth donating to anyone, just throw them in the bin. And then we've got the margarines, that butter substitutes, we want to throw them away as well. Anything that is not real ingredients, we want to throw them away. And also hydrogenated oils. They're typically, we find them in our, if we're getting sort of fish and chips or deep fried foods, you'll find a lot of those there. So throw those away. And instead, we want to be buying animal fats. Animal fats are the most nourishing fats our body can utilize and needs. So let's go and buy things like a good quality butter, ghee, so that's a clarified butter. We've got fat off a pig, so lard, pork fat, tallow from lamb or beef. We've got a cold pressed coconut oil as well, which is a good oil to cook with. And then we've also got a cold pressed olive oil, which is also a good oil to use but not cook with. You'll find on your PDF sheet that you've got a little table there that has got the good and the bads. So just refer to that when you're going through your cupboards and your fridge to find out what you've got. Now, in terms of animal fats, you do want to be finding the best quality animal fats you've got, because a lot of toxins get stored in the fat of an animal. So if they're eating even grass-fed, but it's been sprayed and they're getting a lot of hormones added to their foods, that will all be stored in the fat. So you want to find, ideally, an organic, grass-fed, free-range animal if you can, and then get the fat from that. Two choices: you can either buy it from a shop. A lot of organic health food stores have got it, and some supermarkets now store these. Online is another option, and then also making your own. So just getting a good quality, for example, roast lamb, and then just scraping off all the fat that goes to the bottom of the pan. Scrape that off and then put it into a glass container and put it in your fridge with a lid on it, and it'll last a long time. Or buying a piece of fat from the butcher, good quality fat, and then rendering it down into the fat oil that you can use for cooking. With the olive oil, it's really important to, because in high heat, it gets rancid very quickly. So you want to find an olive oil that's been cold pressed, there's no heat being added, and in a dark bottle so that the sunlight doesn't come and turn it rancid. And then also when you are using it, that it's as a dressing. So you put it onto a salad as a salad dressing rather than in the pan to then heat it, because any kind of heating makes it rancid and therefore oxidizes in the body, and that means it turns the cells into not so healthy cells. So we want to avoid that. So anything that is Animal fats can handle a high heat, so they're awesome to heat any kind of food, cook any food in. So that's the first thing we want to look at is if we're wanting to cook anything, we're going to grab some animal fat, put it in the pan, and you'll notice that fat, animal fat especially, is delicious. It's got so much flavour to it, and it really adds to the dish. Obviously a good grass-fed butter if you are vegetarian, or a coconut oil as well is a good option. In terms of why we don't want to be using seed oils, a lot of them are processed. It's amazing the process. It's worth a Google of how they make these seed oils. They pretty much heat them to a silly temperature, which kills everything. They then add dyes, they add colours to change the colour of it. They add things to make it smell nice, taste nice. It's just completely processed. And then by the time it comes to us, it's rancid, so it's gone off, and it's not a food at all. It's more closer to plastic than it is to a food. And we are consuming this, and it is so toxic for our body. They're now showing that it's any kind of seed oils, which I've explained, the sunflowers and the canolas, soybeans, they are leading to all sort of clogged arteries and dis-ease in our body, not the animal fats. All the studies have been, pretty much showing that these are the culprits. So please stay away from it. And also do a bit of research yourself. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to either jump on our Facebook page or give me a private message, and I'm happy to sort of answer anything with that. In terms of salt, we've got two different ones. There's an iodized table salt. This is one that is quite a common one around sort of restaurants. It's cheaper. However, it's got a anti-caking agent. It's got fillers. Sometimes it's got sugar in it to kind of stop it discoloring. And all the minerals have pretty much been, nearly every mineral has been taken out of the salt. So it's a food that, they say don't have too high of salts for kidneys and things. All the research is being done on this is being done with an iodized salt. Sea salt and Celtic sea salt and New Zealand sea salt. There's a French sea salt and also Himalayan sea salt. These are the best options to use instead. The mineral content's amazing. A pinch of sea salt in some water every day gives you a lot of minerals for your body. And then also just use the salt to taste. So some people need more salt. Some people need less salt. So just kind of add it to your meal to bring the flavour out. You normally know, your body tells you when you've had too much salt. It tastes too salty. So it's best to sort of underdo it and then add to it rather than add to it too much and be like, can't undo it. So the two things we're looking at is the salt. So look at your packet. Does it say iodized sea salt? Actually probably say iodized salt versus sea salt. If it does, if it says table salt, chuck it out. Look at the ingredients. Does it just say sea salt, full stop? Great. Have that one, keep that one. I always suggest going to a local health food store, chat to them as well, and ask them what a good quality one is. A local sea salt, if you're like as in local to your country, is always good. But you do want a clean source as well. So just ask locally, and if you do have any questions, obviously yell out, I'm here. And then the vegetable oils, it's really important from as of today, you start cooking with the good oils. All the animal fats, coconut oil, cold pressed coconut oil. So don't get like the coconut oil that's been the taste has been taken, the actual taste of it has been taken out, deodorized, because that's had to go through a processing. So you want to do a cold pressed coconut oil, cold pressed olive oil in a dark bottle, and then animal fats, grass-fed, organic ideally. It is worth investing a little bit more into these because everything you use in your body changes your cells to either healthy or non-healthy. And fats, our body craves fats and needs fats for our brain, for our hormones, for every single function in our body. It needs good fats, and so these nourishing fats are really important to put into our body and cook with and add to a meal. You know, if you cook a steak, you can have a big thing of grass-fed butter on top, for example, and it really gives you the nourishment that you need. So this week, that's our goal. Don't worry about anything else. Just continue eating what you're eating, but just add to it. Just be aware of if you are eating packet foods, if you look on the packet, just check, is there vegetable oils in there? Is there iodized salt on there? If there is, then let's not use that one. Use that packet, okay? We're going to be really mindful this week about what we're eating, and in terms of vegetable oils and salt. And look at all packets, look at the ingredients, look on your shelves, look in your fridge, and just get rid of things that have vegetable oil and they have iodized salt. So please refer to my handout. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And the Facebook page is probably the best place to ask, because if you've got a question, there's probably others that do as well. And then I can answer it on there. Otherwise, have fun. And if you are already on stage with good quality fats and salts, awesome for you. And just know it's a big heads up that you've been on the right track with that. So just be conscious of what other foods you're bringing into your kitchen at this stage, and foods that you're eating out, whether they've got their oils in as well. So until next week, I'll be around on Facebook if anyone needs me. Otherwise, happy shopping and getting rid of, and we will speak next week. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.